My husband cheated, so I told everyone. I found out a lot about him that I didn't know about. He has nothing right now and definitely doesn't care. I'm 7 months pregnant now, but when I was 5 months I found out he was cheating while I was in the hospital with pneumonia. I just posted about my mom, but I kind of want to get everything off my chest. He is adopted but knows his biological family. I told his adopted family, biological family, my friends, his friends, etc. A lot came out when I found out. I found out he cheated on every girlfriend he's had. I'm now friends with his exes, who he lied to about everything as well. He told me he wasn't in contact with them and they found out about me when his mom died and I was in her obituary because, shocker, she's my mother-in-law. He says I ruined his life. I want to. He's hiding like a coward. He won't answer messages from anyone. He tried telling my mother that he spoke to an attorney and I made him feel guilty for not being happy when he mentioned it. Never happened. In fact, when I asked if he was cheating, he swore on his mother's grave he wasn't. A lie. There's so much to this story, but I just don't understand how some people can do this. He wanted his perfect wife and kids, and his little girlfriend on the side. He was never going to leave me and now he's not responding to my divorce attorney. I want him out of my life, since he was so unhappy. But suddenly he's too busy for the divorce he claims he wants, or it started claiming when I kicked him out of the house. When I told him to leave because he was cheating, he told me he's been unhappy a long time and spoke to a lawyer a month ago but didn't know how to tell me. So he cheated and lied to hide it for weeks. He wanted the baby I'm pregnant with. I didn't want another for 2 more years. But now that we're not together, he says it's my choice and I can have full custody. He's mad at me because his affair partner was also cheating on her boyfriend and I told said boyfriend. Apparently, because I did that, my husband doesn't have to apologize for what he did to me because I'm trying to ruin his and his new girlfriend's life. He said he's not sorry, he doesn't regret it, and he's accepted what he's done, and I need to get over it. But he can't even say the words, I cheated. Just, you don't know my side, and, I've accepted what I've done. I want him to suffer like I am. He has no one but, I know he doesn't care because he's twisted it in his mind so that he's justified because I told everyone what he did so clearly I'm the bad guy. If he had a side, he would tell his whole family so that they wouldn't hate him, but instead he blocks their numbers. He knows he can't lie to anyone who can ask me because I have all the proof and anything he says I can disprove, so he says nothing. Yet, insists he's not in the wrong. I really know how to pick them. Now I'm a single mom of 2. More info in the comments. I felt like if I didn't then it would give him a chance to convince me that it was my fault somehow. Now I have even his family at my back telling me to not ever take him back, and that honestly is a big help to keeping me from breaking down and trying to fix him so my family can be whole. His brother logged into his Facebook and made a post about what he did, so he deleted his Facebook the next morning. Lol. When we got together I told him cheating was my hard line. No forgiveness. He said he understand because he's been cheated on. Lie. Little did I know he had a girlfriend when we got together. I still don't understand how he thought that was okay somehow. Based on new evidence I believe the AP knew about me and they had some sort of, we both have partners so we both have something to lose agreement, but when I first messaged her, after she stopped ignoring me the first 2 days, she said, he says that he's divorcing you and the baby isn't his. Update 7 months later. This is kind of a small update, but I was excited and remembered this account, so I wanted to say that you don't have to be healed for things to be better. Good things can still happen even if you're sad. Thus far, I have gotten a pay raise at work, and come the new year, I'll be promoted and take over my own store with another pay raise. I've been going out more and enjoying myself. I have concert tickets and hockey tickets that I'm very excited about. I had my son in October, and in January, I started eating healthier, and I've lost 20 pounds so far. I'm seeing someone, sort of. We are exclusive, on accident. Just kind of stopped seeing others in favor of each other, but not official, and he makes me smile. I went to the dealership we got our cars from and found out that X has been telling people that I cheated and was abusive. They gave me a free oil change because they felt so bad when I broke down. I proved that was a lie and talked to them for a while. I knew he would do that, but it's nice to have proof, and it's exactly why I kept everything I had. As for my husband, the judge officially signed the divorce decree in January. I've been no contact with him since June 2022, so I wasn't getting a lot of updates there until the, now, ex-affair partner messaged me. I knew that his car has a repo order on it and that he was struggling dating but that he had found someone. He has his whole family blocked. But on Thanksgiving, she messaged me that she had left him, and she was sorry. I didn't message her back until this month because I just wasn't ready, but I did and found out that he's been fired from 3 jobs since I left him and now he doesn't have her either. I do think he's seeing someone, and I think I figured out who. But I don't want to be involved even though I want to warn her. I'm torn, but I decided to let him do as he does because I don't want to give him a reason to reach out. He has reached out to my mother once because he was posted in a toxic men Facebook group with a warning for other girls and decided it was me. Even then, he didn't even ask how our son was. He has never met him or seen him or asked about him. My in-laws are still my family, and my grandmother-in-law calls every week to talk to me. My aunt and sister-in-law are coming to my oldest son's birthday so he can see his cousins on that side and they can see me. So, in all, I'm doing good, and he is not. But, I am not official with the guy I'm seeing for a couple of reasons. I am still paranoid, anxious, and stressed. I don't fully trust my instincts. I am aware of all of that. Better things are still happening, and I am sure it will get better. I am excited to one day be fully healed and living a good life. I don't know how long that will take, but that's okay. The only thing besides all that is that he has yet to pay child support or any of the money he was ordered to pay in the divorce, so we will have to go back to court to enforce that. Who knows what hell that will bring. Edit. Thank you for the award. I feel the love and support from the comments, and I appreciate every single one of you. I can only hope that if someone who is struggling to leave a situation like mine reads this, they find that strength and respect for themselves to go. Never stay with someone who hurts you. It's not worth it. The top replies. All of this is great news. I'm so glad that his family is staying in your children's lives and you're cool with it. I was the child in a similar type situation, and while my father is a pos, his family was wonderful growing up. So I got dealt a messy dad card and have been no contact for over 25 years. But his family is still awesome and I love them dearly. I hope it stays that way for yourself and your kids. The original poster reply. I'm glad to hear that. The family is so amazing, and I knew that he wouldn't facilitate that relationship for our son, so I'd have to do that for both of our families. It's nice to hear from someone who has been in the situation my baby will be in. The second reply. Make him pay child support, please. Definitely. I have been putting it off because I am worried about him suddenly deciding to fight for custody because he's bitter, and if I can claim he's abandoned him, I'll feel safer. I honestly can say he has and that he doesn't care, but legally, it hasn't been long enough yet. He hasn't reached out once. But it's only been 5 months since birth. Technically, it's been 10 months because he didn't reach out while I was still pregnant either. But I want to be cautious. I don't trust him around my baby, especially because if he did fight it would 100% be to hurt me and not because he wants to see my baby. The second story. I, 38 female. Am married to my husband, 42 male. We've been together since our early 20s and have 3 small children, all under 10. He's a mechanic and works anywhere from 60 to 80 hours a week, while I work as a hostess 3 days a week at a restaurant while the kids are at school. I do the majority of the housework and childcare and I don't mind as I understand he has a hard job and works a lot. He gets the kids on the bus every morning because he leaves for work about 10 minutes afterward. All I ask of him is to do his laundry as his clothes are covered in oil and grime and need to go in by themselves and pick up after himself because the kids destroy the house enough. A couple times a week he'll help with dinner and cleanup at the end of the day as well. Over the last 2 months, he's completely stopped helping. He dumps his clothes on the laundry room floor, his half of the bedroom is a mess, he leaves cans and wrappers all over the living room, and he's even stopped getting the kids up, which has upset them as they love their mornings with dad. He's also been coming home hours later than usual. I've been letting it slide as he seems very stressed out, but a few days ago he snapped at me for being a messy wife, for letting his clothes go unwashed. I reminded him that he always did his own laundry, and he hadn't asked me to do it. I've been doing it, I just hadn't gotten to it yet. He just grumbled and went to go watch TV. Last night I made chicken Alfredo. We have it about once a week because the kids love it and no one's ever complained. Well, he bitched and moaned through the whole dinner. Said that since I'm not taking care of the house I should at least put a good meal on the table. That I've just been letting the whole family go to crap and I should be ashamed of myself for treating him and his children like that. Called me a bad wife and mother in front of our children. I told the children to go to their rooms and snapped. I screamed at him about how much I do for the household, that if it wasn't for me the place would be trashed and he has no right to treat me like this over chicken Alfredo. We went back and forth for a while before he left, and I have no idea where he went and he isn't answering my calls or texts. I feel bad now, as I shouldn't have reacted like that, especially because I know he's just stressed from work, but it all just kinda built up and came out at once. I just want to know if I was wrong for freaking out on him like that.